Hello everyone. Because it's cold as balls outside and I have 2 days off school, I'm going to give you guys a few stories. I'm going to tell you guys about my worst school experiences. So during daycare, or whatever the hell I had, I don't know, I had these people who would not care for me properly, and even put me on a bus to separate me from the other kids. All this because I was autistic. Yeah, pretty freaking stupid, right? And one time during that nap time thing, you guys know what I'm talking about. That stupid, oh kids, it's nap time, get a sleeping bag, nah. Yeah, that. Which I actually like nap time. One time during that, I was like suffocating under my thing, and I was like, oh, I'm alright. And then the teacher was like, no, you're not alright. Go back under the blanket. And I poked my head out, and I was like, oh, that's better. And then she stomped her foot onto the ground. I don't know what the hell I did wrong, but clearly I did something wrong to piss this lady off. And then one time during first grade, I had this moron teacher named Miss Perez. Miss Perez is not only blonde, that's not what made her an idiot. Yeah, it is what made her an idiot, probably. I'm not saying that if you're blonde, you're an idiot. I'm just saying that's a stereotype. I'm sorry that if you're blonde, if this is the stereotype, I'm sorry for that. But Miss Perez, she was a huge idiot. Huge idiot. I also had this 4th grade teacher named Miss Baskin. I did not like her. I mean, she was just mean sometimes. She would call me out of periods I actually enjoyed being in for just to be like, oh, we gotta meet up with these other students and play cards or whatever. Man. Sometimes she would just call me in her room. I wouldn't do squat. Just for nothing. Now, 5th grade, my second half of it, at least. My second half of 5th grade, I went to a magnet school back in Chicago, where I'm from. Yes, I'm from Chicago. The school was called John Smith Magnet School. And I had this one teacher. My God. This one teacher, her name was Miss Clark. She was just the root of all evil. Evil. And Miss Clark, like I said, she was evil. One time, she grabbed my wrist hard, and it hurt. And I was just, like, so pissed. I was like, you can't do that to a student. I hated this woman. Loathed her. Now, Miss Clark, whenever I was being bullied, she didn't do squat. That's how evil she was. Another teacher of mine in 7th grade, she went by the name of Miss Stonehouse, but she got married, so I don't know what her name is now. I do remember it being something like Miss Holiday or whatever. Well, Miss Holiday, if you and Miss Manta are reading this, you suck. The reason why they suck is because Miss Stonehouse likes Justin Bieber, which, you can like Justin Bieber. I don't like him. But I'm not going to force you to not like someone just because I don't like them. Anyways, her assistant teacher, Miss Manta, who I just previously mentioned, one time had students grab me and hold me down. Not hold me down, but hold me in place. And she put on Baby by Justin Bieber. You have no idea what it's like to have a teacher, someone who's in charge of your well-being when your parents are not, and they freaking do that to you. They just annoy you with something you don't like. I don't care, and you guys are gonna be like, oh, they were just joking. Shut the hell up. They were not joking. They were doing it to piss me the hell off. And here's another idiot teacher of mine who I'll be beaten with a baseball bat and left bleeding out in the night. Sorry. Let me try that again. Here's another teacher of mine who I'll be beaten with a baseball bat and left out bleeding out in the moonlight. That joke's by George Carlin, by the way. May he rest in peace. My 8th grade teacher, Miss Kosmicki, Total idiots. Huge no-brainer. It's like she had no brain to begin with. There's not much on her. She's just an idiot. And so far, despite being in high school for 2 years, I haven't had any bad teachers, but I have had bad experiences in high school. For example, there's this one student I know who, for the sake of this story, for once, I'm going to call her Susan. Now, Susan is just the most evil sophomore. She's like, during my freshman year, she was a sophomore. She should have been a junior, but she got held back. Now, Susan was just this evil girl. 16 years old. Susan happened to freaking dislike me. I don't know why. I don't think she dislikes me, but I took it that way. She went up to me one time. She's like, "So you were sick, huh? No one was sick for one day and good for the other day." I was just thinking, idiot, yes they are. Yes they can be, and yes I was. You stupid little girl. Now Susan, this one time, we were in world history, and my teacher, who I'll call Miss Ann. Now Miss Ann, we were talking about religions and stuff, like Italian religions. And then Miss Ann pointed out that the Italians were very religious. And I was like, heck yeah, I love Italians, because I take pride in my Italian heritage. And I was like, Italians are the best. And then Susan was like, "Says the atheist." And I just got so pissed. And then, later on in my sophomore year, she goes up to me on the first day of school, and for the sake of this story, I'm going to change my name. So for the sake of the story, my name is John. She goes up to me and says, "Hey John, you still mad at me?" And then I was like, "Shut up. Yes, I'm still mad at you." What kind of question is that? Of course I'm still mad at her. And this one time I was like, I don't know what I was like, but I was like something. And then I said something to her and she was like, "At least I don't hold a grudge." Which she was. She was being a huge hypocrite in that sentence. And she was holding a grudge. Which was, by the way, flat out stupid. I don't hold a grudge. You just did, Susan. You just did hold a grudge. Yes, you did. Yes, you do. So far, I've not had any bad experiences with her, which is a good thing. Although one thing I'd like to point out, which was weird in my finals, every time I walked in, she would just stare at me. It was super creepy. Super creepy. I've even had people assume that I like her. I don't. Before the last few days of summer vacation, I was with my mom and her boyfriend, who I'll also call John. Now, myself, Mom, and Big John, we were hanging at the school to get my Chromebook. Because sophomore year, freshman year, they announced that we would be getting our own Chromebooks. So I picked up my Chromebook in the library. Who do I see but Susan? And I was horrified. And my mother and Big John saw it. And they were just like, "What's wrong? Is that her? Is she here? Where is Susan?" And I pointed at her, and they were like, "Oh my god." And then, while we were exiting the school, she apparently saw me in the cafeteria. She laughed and then maintained eye contact with me. So my mother made the motion for her to turn the hell around. And yeah, so this has been the worst experiences so far in my school year. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry if I was like slowed in some speeches, but I'm tired. Don't judge me. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.